I couldn't explain to you how I felt yesterday. I know rationally I felt great. I know that I had a good day, but I can't feel that right now. The only thing I can feel is this doubt, and it's consuming me, and it's taking every single ounce of motivation away from me, and it's dreadful and it's painful, and it makes me insecure in ways I don't know how to overcome, and it takes away the confidence that I've built up for so long, and it just feels like it's not going to stop. And even though rationally I know that it will, I just don't know how. Hey, it's Sima. I wanted to come on here and discuss doubt. I haven't had the best of mornings, and usually I can chalk it up to things, but today it's so overwhelming. I'm so doubtful about the direction I've taken in life, whether things will work out, and it seems hypocritical considering the type of videos I've posted lately. You can just look, the last one was we're all going to make it. And so you can say that my headspace is a bit different. It's a bit different today. And that's okay. However, the doubt was here. The doubt came knocking on my door, and it's almost a companion to fear, I feel like. And what I mean by that is whenever I'm taking a leap of faith, you can take this ender pearl, for example. Whenever you take a leap of faith, it causes some damage. You know, you have to step out of your comfort zone. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately. I feel like I've progressed so much in the last 4 months. I've gotten to such a good headspace generally that when a day like this one, where I'm filled with doubt, comes along, it's just so much. It's so overwhelming. And it gets to a point where I want to lie down and do nothing all day. I just want to rot in bed, which is very unlike me. It's not what I practice. It's not what I preach. That's for damn sure. But I just wanted to tell you that it's okay to have days like this where you feel like that doubt is just crippling. And I don't have much to say as to why I'm faced with this doubt other than my head being a mess at times. I know my BPD doesn't help. I'm just so uncertain about the future. I have so many moving pieces currently that I don't know whether or not I can get them all to align. My uni degree is in design, which is proven not to be the most success-bearing industry, and especially for someone like me, I don't even know what job I'm able to get with this degree. And to be quite frank, the only reason I took it was due to my circumstances. It was a free ticket to have time off from life in a way. So let me tell you about the reasons. So let me tell you about why I've faced so much doubt and overcome it, yet I still feel it. And I think it's mainly due to wanting a certain life that isn't easy by any means. And I'm very much a risk taker. I think those two things combined with the fact that I've lived a pretty wild life just makes doubt even more present. You know, I don't take the safe path usually. Nothing wrong with that. But it just comes with this big obstacle, which is doubt. I've been wondering whether or not I should take my channel in a different direction lately. I've seen certain creators which I think I want to pivot to making the style of content that they do. But it's just so weird. How can I feel so much doubt today when yesterday was such a blissful day? It's like this storm today that I don't know how to handle. To be quite frank, wishing to just exist peacefully is probably a fool's errand for me, given the fact that my diagnoses are what brings the most amount of mental pain. So I'm never gonna have that stability that most people have, and I think the reason I'm so doubtful about that, the reason I'm so doubtful today might just be chalked up to the fact that I've clinged on to life for so long. I've taken so many leaps, and I wonder how I find the courage time and time again when this is what I'm faced with. I really don't get it. I don't get why I'm supposed to accept the fact that I have so much doubt. But that is some of the tools you have to use if you want to actually overcome shit. Even making this video, I'm not sure what direction I want to take it. I'm not sure whether or not my work will pay off. I'm not sure whether or not all these processes that I'm developing, whether or not they're the right thing to do. And I think doubt like this just kills all your momentum. Things were going so great up until this point. And I know the only way to face it is just to go through it. I know the only way to actually process my doubts is to give them space, but I feel like they take up so much space today. I don't know why life is the way it is, like that. You're on such a roll and all of a sudden you're just faced with something which you've already done in the past, you've already faced it. It just seems so unsurmountable, it seems so difficult. And I think life in ways teaches you lessons through pain, but at times pain doesn't have any meaning. And I think the doubt today, I don't think it's meant to teach me much. Maybe it's a reminder, maybe that's what it's about, but I know you felt this too, where you go through something and you don't see the point, but maybe it's gonna make sense to me later on. But doubt, it kills your spirit in ways. It's so weird. It's not like anyone placed these thoughts in my head other than my own damn brain. It's not like any of the people around me came up to me with their doubts and pushed them onto me. That's not what's happening here. It's just my own damn brain. And I guess I find solace in that. I find solace in the fact that my brain is its own living thing that breathes and that thinks and gives me obstacles, even if it's for no damn reason. I just don't get it, you know? And I'm gonna keep saying that today. Even though it's been crippling today, I feel like I've done nothing all day. I feel like I've just burned away my time, to be quite frank. And I was just not in a good headspace today, not at all. I was lying in bed for so long. I tried to get the courage to record a video. I tried to get the courage to do the things that are difficult, but today was just not it. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's meant to slow me down a bit because I've been going so fast for so long at this point. But I don't know. If I want to take it the BPD way, it might just be because I'm realizing my dreams and the fact that I'm not comfortable with that. Maybe it's an uncomfortable feeling that I can't shake that turns into this doubt. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure it will make me happier to achieve the goals I have. I feel like it's my purpose to inspire people, and I don't know when to let the doubt win or whether or not to just keep moving. I'm gonna do that. I know I am. I'm stubborn like that. But if I look at my life in the big picture and look at all the things I've achieved and all the doubt that I've been met with when it comes from other people, I think the determining factor as to whether or not I push through is often that when it comes from other people, that I do it anyways out of spite. Whereas when it comes to myself, I just know that I'm out of luck. Like, what am I trying to prove to myself? I don't know. I feel like I should just be able to be and act in the ways I find righteous and the ways I find fulfillment without facing this doubt. But maybe it's only scary because I'm not used to doing it all the damn time. Maybe the ebbs and flows of life is just showing me that bad days are inevitable and bad thoughts are inevitable. But that's the thing. I have BPD, and one of the traits I carry with me as well is emotional impermanence. I couldn't explain to you how I felt yesterday. I know rationally I felt great. I know that I had a good day, but I can't feel that right now. The only thing I can feel is this doubt, and it's consuming me, and it's taking every single ounce of motivation away from me, and it's dreadful and it's painful, and it makes me insecure in ways I don't know how to overcome, and it takes away the confidence that I've built up for so long, and it just feels like it's not going to stop. And even though rationally I know that it will, I just don't know how. Maybe there's not a magic pill, but shit, it's fucking difficult. It's horrendous and it's horrific, and I want to make more positive content, but maybe that's not always the answer. And I ask myself these questions because I'm trying to figure it all out. And my common denominator when it comes to making videos has always been motivation and discipline. However, when you don't have either at the tools of your disposal, what do? And I think that comes from me wanting so many things in life, and I should try to just be, but it's difficult to be still when your brain hasn't ever had a prolonged peaceful period. I know the fire in my head will never go out. I know I will always have to face the obstacles of having the most damaging and painful mental disorder. And you might ask, why would you go on with a brain like that? And I just want to say that I find life so beautiful. I have so many important things to me that whatever pain, whatever loneliness, whatever doubts I have, they're all worth pushing through. And maybe that's what I need to tell myself more, because I know in not so long my girl will be home from work and I've done nothing all day, and I should feel shame about that. I should want more. I should want more for myself when it comes to these days, but it's difficult when you're so crippled by it. And on that note, I think doubt is such a teacher of what's important to you. If this wasn't important, I wouldn't have any doubts, you know? It's not like you're doubtful when it comes to grocery shopping and picking whatever food you want to eat for the day. Like, you're not going to be faced with doubt to this degree. And I think the challenge in and of itself that I'm trying to pursue this dream of mine is that it's so important to me that it works out, even that it's just crippling when faced with such doubt. And I think the doubt just comes from trying to keep myself safe in a way, because I'm not in my comfort zone when I'm recording these videos. I don't know how to put into words how shitty I feel at times, but I do, and that's life. So I picked a number and got in line, and I didn't pick the best number. Jokes aside, I thank you all for watching my videos. I hope you could take something from this mess of a brain I have today, but leave a comment. What is your doubts currently? What do you feel like doing? What is your obstacles currently? Stuff like that. But thank you. It's been Seema. Bye.